Hello everyone, I'm Alco and today I'm gonna show you a cool little trick on how to create custom backing tracks for your practice sessions. Let's take a look. Alright, so here I have a very cool app called Suggester or Chord Suggester as it's called on iOS. This is a version that runs on the Mac. It's Mac OS only, so I don't know if there's an alternative for Windows or any other Linux or something like that, but this one works on the Mac. And I'm going to show you the parts of the software that I use to hack this very quickly. So we begin. I need to create right now a backing track in C major. So we come here and we select the scale that we want to work with. In this case, C major. We can hear it. Right? And if that's the one we want, then we select it. And the next thing is that it's going to show you all the possible chords that are in that key, starting with triads, then sevenths, then secondary dominant, and so forth. And you can click on either one of them. You can hear how it sounds. See? So if you're thinking of a melody, you can start thinking of it. Right? So it's pretty cool. I think that the best part of this software is that you don't really need your instrument. And I think that sometimes when you're just trying to figure things out, it's a good idea not to have the instrument because it's too easy just to get kind of derailed and noodle. And if we want to focus on building a song or a chord progression, then this software is really, really cool. So I have an idea of what I want. So let me change the tempo to 75. So I'm going to be using the 1, the 3, and the 4. It's going to play twice. And then the 1, the 3, the 4, and the 2. So to do that, we just start adding them. 1, 3, 4, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2. So we have it here. This is the chord progression. I'll set this to loop and metronome, and I play it, and this is what it sounds like so far. All right, so I like that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to export this as a MIDI file. And I'm just gonna, let me see where I can put this. Put it here. Let's put it on music. And let's call it C major. Then save. And now I can go to my DAW, which I have already open with an empty session. The first thing before I forget, I'm gonna set this to 75 BPMs. And then I wanna load up that file. Because I'm lazy, I'm gonna just go here and let's see, where did I put that? Here it is. So this gets dragged here, right? So now, and this what I'm going to be explaining now is very dependent on the DAW that you use. I use Studio One, but I can assume that any other software like Logic or I don't know, Cubase should have the same capabilities of importing MIDI and then assigning different instruments to it. So I'm gonna pick an instrument. Let me see, maybe go to the keyboards and get how about rock organ. Let's see. Drag it here, and then I can play it and see what it sounds like. So that's pretty good. Now, this is another thing that I do immediately after I import from Suggester. I just open up the editor and I take all the bass notes and I cut them from here. And then I create a new instrument track and then paste that over here. And then as I line it up, and assign a bass sound to this track. Let me pick the finger bass, drag it here. This sounds all right, and probably I'll have to push it down another octave. Let's see if we pull this to the C1 instead of the C2. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's, as a final step, because we're almost there, we're almost ready to start jamming. Let's go and grab my Easy Drummer, and it is set to 75, so shouldn't be difficult to find. Let's see if there's something here that okay, I like this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag the MIDI from here, just like that, and I'm gonna cut it short. Let's see how that works. All right, so we're almost done. All we have to do right now is kind of decide how long we want this to be. So right around here is 3 minutes. So let me add my my markers and grab this one and drag it over to the almost 3 minutes, 3-minute mark. Yeah, just 2 minutes 59 seconds. And then I'll take this and I'll start duplicating all the way to the end. Boom. I'm gonna save this. So what's next? Well, what's next is maybe add a little bit of EQing to this. So let's set it to loop again, and let's play it. And then while we do that, let's go to the mixer. I'm not an expert at this, by the way, so okay, the drums, let's add an EQ. And select one of the templates. I don't know much about this part. I just use this for fun. I like that one. So that stays there. Then let's take the bass. Which one is the bass? I should name these things. So this is the organ, and let's set this to be, I don't know. And then this is the bass. And let's set it to be yellow. And this is the drums. So the bass, let's add a little bit of punch to that. Again, we're looking for the EQ. Now we'll sit at one of the that's too much. That's not bad. So let's see if we can add maybe sort of like an intro, and because the exit I can do using an automation track, and I can set this to be the main. volume, right? So now I have this automation track that is affecting the main volume of the song. So I'll come here and I will just add a fade out. Let's see how that sounds. I think it's too fast. What if I do something like this? Let's see. Yeah, that's better. All right, so intro. Let's get the drums to start first. So I'll grab all of this. Just give it just a little bit of slack here. Right. So back here and intro. I kind of like that. It's probably not. I'm not gonna use the entire thing. So let me just paste it here, and get rid of a couple of this, and let's drag the entire thing over to the beginning. There's gotta be an easier way of doing this. This guy, the precision with this mouse is just crazy. All right, so I'm gonna put this here. Maybe I can stretch it a little bit. So this is how it starts now. No, so I need to get this here like that. That's probably better. Yep, I like it. So let me fill up that space in the beginning. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but anyways. And I need to drag this guy over to the end. Let's right out here. And I think we're done with this guy. Let's listen to it. All right, so that's the backing track. Really easy. I think it took me, I don't even know how long it took me. It's probably like 15 minutes to make. Obviously, you can make this as basic or as complicated as you would like. In this case, it's a very simple chord progression, but using exactly the same process, you can create a chord progression for the bridge, chord progression for a chorus, and then keep on building your song and dragging the MIDI files over to your DAW, and just kind of bounce our ideas back and forth, and yeah, try to be more efficient without even touching the instrument. So for me, right now, this is good to go. This is part of lesson 1 of the Hacking Lead Guitar course. So I'm just gonna go ahead and export it as an MP3 file and start jamming. So if you're interested on this app that I'm using, the Chord Suggester, I'm gonna be putting the link in the description of the video. And if there's anything that you would like me to cover in future videos, just feel free to use the comments to tell me, or just reach out in any other social media channels that you can find me. All right? See you next time.